Hello, my name is Timothy Poor, and this is my Module 6 safety project for LOGM 229 Transportation Systems at Ivy Tech, with Professor Michael Cullen. Today, I will be discussing pipeline safety regulations, with a focus on the rules established by the Pipeline and Hazardous Materials Safety Administration, or PHMSA, which is part of the U.S. Department of Transportation. Pipelines play a critical role in transporting natural gas, crude oil, and hazardous liquids safely and efficiently across the United States. These regulations are essential because they help prevent catastrophic accidents while ensuring a steady energy supply for homes and businesses. I chose to focus on pipeline regulations because of the major role pipelines play in our daily lives. We often take for granted the fuel that powers our cars, heats our homes, and generates electricity. Much of this energy moves quietly underground through an extensive network of pipelines. However, this convenience comes with risks, since leaks, ruptures, or explosions can be devastating for both communities and the environment. PHMSA regulations establish safety standards to reduce these risks. Their goal is to ensure that pipelines remain safe, reliable, and environmentally responsible, balancing efficiency with strong protections for the public. I chose pipeline safety regulations because pipelines move over 70% of crude oil and natural gas in the United States, making them essential to the economy and national security. However, when safety failures occur, the consequences are catastrophic. Pipeline accidents can cause massive explosions, release toxic materials into water sources, and damage ecosystems for decades. Communities near pipelines are particularly vulnerable, so regulations are vital to protect people and property. By studying pipeline safety standards, I wanted to better understand how government oversight helps prevent accidents, improves industry accountability, and builds public trust in energy transportation systems. PHMSA enforces a number of key pipeline safety regulations that companies must follow. Integrity management programs require regular inspections and risk assessments to ensure pipelines remain safe over time. Leak detection systems and emergency shutoff valves must be installed so problems can be quickly identified and contained. Operator training programs are also mandatory, so employees know how to handle both daily operations and emergency situations. Finally, companies must report accidents, maintain accurate records, and perform routine maintenance. These requirements are not just technical, they form the backbone of safety in pipeline operations, helping to prevent small problems from becoming disasters. These regulations significantly affect how pipeline companies operate. They require companies to invest heavily in advanced technology, such as sensors, monitoring systems, and emergency response equipment. This adds costs and requires regular maintenance schedules, but it also reduces long-term risks. Inspections and compliance reporting take time, which means companies must carefully plan operations. While some in the industry argue that regulations create burdens, they also prevent costly disasters that could damage both people and company reputations. In fact, strong safety practices improve public confidence in the energy industry and demonstrate accountability to the communities where pipelines are located. The impact of these regulations is clear: they save lives, protect the environment, and keep energy supplies reliable. Regulations reduce the likelihood of leaks and spills, which could contaminate rivers, farmland, or drinking water. They also lower the risk of pipeline explosions, protecting both workers and families living nearby. By requiring emergency planning and operator training, these rules ensure companies are prepared to act quickly if an accident does occur. This improves community safety and minimizes damage. Ultimately, the safety impact of pipeline regulations is far greater than the cost of compliance, proving their importance to the nation's infrastructure. From this project, I learned that safety regulations in high-risk industries like pipelines are not just guidelines, they are critical protections. Pipeline safety is built on prevention, preparedness, and accountability. Without these rules, companies might prioritize profit over safety, increasing risks to communities and the environment. I also realized that regulations do more than prevent accidents, they create a culture of responsibility and transparency in the industry. This project showed me how safety rules balance the economic benefits of pipelines with the duty to protect people and nature. Strong, enforced regulations are essential to maintaining trust and long-term reliability.